These are the cards for those of you in the sign of Libra. I will continue with the reading for each life path number from 1 to 9. But for now, the general cards, we have here the sign of balance with the associated card in tarot, the card of justice. The color associated with the sign of Libra is the color green, the color of nature, of change, harmony, balance, hope, healing. The house of Libra is the 7th house, the house of relationship, partnership, marriage, and it's no surprise that the ruling planet it's going to be Venus, the planet of love and beauty. It's a air sign. It's also from tarot the thinking part, the thoughts, and normally we have, when we see a card of justice, we can have the goddess Maat with her cosmic order. When we die, our hearts are measured with a balance, and then depending on the weight of the heart, if it's weighing more than a feather, then our soul maybe has to come back and do some more work. And if not, I think then we are ready for new endeavors. And it can also be the Greek goddess of justice, Themis, who was also a priestess in the Delphi for a while. So that's why I'm going to look at the card of justice from the Delphic oracle cards. Her parents were Gaia and Uranus. It's the goddess of justice, considered also the daughter of the sun, because in view of the light, nothing stays hidden. The eye of justice sees all. In the light of universal law, obey the law. It means that you have to follow your inner compass that knows what is right naturally. It is worth also to consider Plato's point of view on justice and injustice, as written in his book Politeia. In this, Socrates claims that one becomes unjust due to ignorance of what is correct, because nobody is actually evil by nature. He says very wisely that virtue is knowledge and that justice is a virtue, because it brings to the individual and to society peace, harmony and cooperation. Justice brings what this green color also brings, the harmony and the feeling of peace, which is so important, especially now. Is always important, so we can be in peace with ourselves and in peace between ourselves, and that will bring the peace for all of us. Because this balance, of course, it's a relationship, but I think the most important relationship is the one with ourselves. And if we find the balance there, if we do what is right according to our inner compass, which we have to trust, doing what you like, that's the real freedom, or doing what you are told. But if we are in balance with ourselves, we are in peace, we trust our inner compass. If our heart is not heavier than a feather, we can trust that what comes from inside, from our heart, it's the right thing for us and for everybody. That's the law that it's mentioned here. This is the reading for those of you in the sign of Libra with life path number 1, the life path of action. You have a beautiful combination of color, the red from number 1 with the green of Libra, and this is perfect harmony. Your cool, calm side goes well with your warm, loving nature. Your love for nature and your respect to the delicate balance in it indicates that you are interested in things like nature conservation and that you have an affinity with work in this direction. The complementary of these two colors that makes you a harmonious and balanced person. In the card of justice, was associated with Libra, we can see a deity from the Greek mythology that was also oracle in Delphi. So I'm using for this reading the Delphic Oracle as well. And for you, the card that came is balance, moderation in all things. This card offers a practical piece of advice. Write down this and select a position to display it in your office, in your living room, or your kitchen area. By seeing it often, it will be a reminder and help you to adhere to it. Ensure that you maintain balance between work, responsibilities, and those of home and family, as well as allowing time for play, exercise, and your spiritual needs. Nothing in excess. So this is from the Oracle of Delphi, and the decks that I choose for this reading are mostly connected to the heart, and the Oracle of the Innocent Heart card for you is this beautiful sunbird, or bring you joy just by seeing it. And thoughts to ponder with these cards. Sometimes the best thing to do when you are stuck for ideas is to stop, sit still, close your eyes, and breathe in deep. Your heart will instantly relax and you will feel calm. Breathe out slowly and then breathe it again and relax. The sound of laughter is infectious. Go out and catch yourself a healthy dose. Children are so wise, they never allow adult things to bother them. So perhaps instead of stressing about life, hang out with a kid. You will feel better. Stop and smell the rose occasionally. They smell sweet, a lot like life when it is lived with passion. And you have the red color, so you definitely have passion. Run, laugh, skip, jump, roll about, play, imagine, dream, dare. That's what a kid would do. So like from everything in moderation, also this invitation to feel maybe like a child and get back to innocence, return to innocence. And from the tarot deck, I also have a beautiful deck, which is also very playful and from the heart. You got a card of devil, but even that is beautiful in this deck. It's the card that actually talks about the two sides of us, the light and the dark, that we both have to embrace. And lately I am doing a workshop in the Way of Druids, and one of the main teaching was that we don't have to look only for enlightenment in life, but also for endarkment, to make peace with the dark side of us, because this is a world of duality where we are in. So I leave it here, the invitation to combine both of them for you. And then from the Heart and Soul deck, I will pick up a card for you. Green is the color of the heart, so that's why I go for decks with heart messages. And the message for you, beautiful sun, you already had a sun there. A beautiful, inspired idea floats through pathways of light, waiting for the right moment to enter your mind and heart. This wonderful idea that stems from your soul will grow and blossom if you nurture it. Keep it safe within your inner world until it is ready to manifest in your outer world. A period of great fulfillment and accomplishment follows. Wow. I think that's a beautiful message. You see here in this card you have kind of light and dark. I see day and night. See the two combination of enlightenment and endarkment. And this is our life. And now I realize you have here the sunbird, the sunflower, you have the sun there, even the sun here in the card of the action, and the goddess of justice, that's the one connected with Libra. It was also known to be the daughter of the sun. So beautiful sunlight in your reading. And that's the reason that I will also pick up a card from the Angels of Atlantis. Somehow the energy of Raphael, Earth Force, the green color. You are a lover of the nature with this combination of cards. Raphael lovingly suggests that you are in need of grounding. Here he reminds you of the beautiful energy that courses through centers like the Glasporitor, the heart chakra of the world. Back to the heart. If you have been moving too fast physically or emotionally as a consequence of stress, take a moment to breathe and find stillness. Same invitation as here, and to connect with Mother Earth. Gaia is always present to hold you and help you, and just like unconditional motherly love, she gives account of who you truly are in all of your beauty and purity. Let Gaia hold the stress for you and all will be well. Beautiful. And I also see here a labyrinth, and you are in the center of a labyrinth. Find your inner peace, your inner balance. I hope you enjoy your cards, and I hope they are useful for you. And thank you for watching. This is the reading for those of you in the sign of Libra with life path number 2. You have the number of association, and the color is orange for the life path number 2. So now you have a combination of green and orange, which makes you with a warm character, and you radiate feelings of joy and optimism. You wonder at the world around you, resemble the innocence of a child. You possess an innate creativity, but do not need praise or affirmation from others. Make sure that your open character is not abused. So this would be the main characteristic for this combination of colors. And because green is also the color of the heart and Libra is so much about the balance, I even said in the introduction that we can see that balance as the balance of the goddess Mad, who is measuring our heart, how heavy it is before the decision is made, where our soul is moving on. I pick up more of the decks about the heart for this reading, but also the justice is associated with Themis, the Greek goddess of justice, was for a time a priestess in Delphi. So I also have cards from the Delphic Oracle deck. The heart, the oracle of the innocent heart, actually the card that came out for you is a card 11, which can be reduced to number 2. I used to say that this is a magic number. If you have a life path number 11, it can also be reduced to 2. So if this is the case, you have a magical life path. And this card here, main message is, wherever the swallow circles is where I want my home to be. And it seems to be in a beautiful place. And the thoughts to ponder: I belong and I am safe. I walk in beauty. Beauty surrounds me every day. My house is my home, my heart space and my creative center. From sadness, happiness always emerges, and from darkness, light shines brightly. Because this is also a number of duality. From the Delphic Oracle cards, you got a card of hope. Somehow, even if these two girls are different, for me they have like the same type of energy. The idea of hope has its roots in the myth of Pandora. Prometheus, from the Greek mythology, stole the sacred fire from the Mount Olympus. Zeus got very angry with him and he decided to punish the humanity, but in the form of a gift. Zeus asked the god Hephaestus to mold from earth and water the form of a woman. He then asked Athena, the goddess of wisdom, to breathe life into this clay woman, and each of the pantheon gods were sought to offer their gifts. And this is why she's called Pandora, meaning the all-gifted one. Finally, Zeus gave Pandora a box containing all this divine quality, but the instruction was to never open it. Zeus then gave her to the brother of Prometheus with the intention to trap him via her. Tempted, Pandora disobeyed the order of Zeus and opened the box. All the divine qualities it contained, intended for humans, were promptly scattered, returning to Mount Olympus and to the gods, all with the exception of hope, which he managed to retain. This primordial myth is full of symbolism. Here, Pythia, the one from Delphi, interprets it in this way. The sacred fire is the knowledge of that divine part which is inherently within all human beings, and it's eternal. It's like the light, the fire here in this card, I said. Prometheus' wish to bring people the sacred fire was in an effort to make them aware of the immortality of their souls. Considering this as a duty of highest importance, he became a transgressor, stealing this knowledge from the god and passing it on to the humans. The creation of Pandora symbolizes the mortal part of a human being, because she is the one who is to distract Prometheus and the human beings from their quest to access their divine nature. The gifts which Zeus gave Pandora are godlike properties and could not fit in just a box, the human mind, for it is too limited to comprehend the divine, thus making this gift return back to the remote and theoretically inaccessible celestial planes. Yet something divine did remain in Pandora's hand, hope, meaning the hope that those divine qualities will be retrieved, the immortality of the human soul will be realized, and paradise lost in the end will be reconquered. And I think this is what we are now doing. We are finding our home. We are remembering our home, which is within ourselves, as this card is also beautiful, showing beautiful cards for you, mirroring yourself, so then you can understand how powerful you are. And for the tarot card, I'm using another heart, full of heart deck, and you got the 9 of coins, which is actually the 9 of pentacles, and this is the Lord of Material Gain, the card for you, and this represents a state of peaceful solitude, when you feel comfort and security, and somehow you have like a cloak of invisibility. You found yourself. Look, exactly like in this card, you are more aware of the inner gifts. You remember all the gifts. That could also be like all the chakras, but beside those 7, we also have one connecting to the earth and one connected with our soul. So you have them all aligned, and you are coming back to your divine. You remember your divine qualities. And from the heart and soul deck, I will pick up a card for you. And the card for you is this. Wow, another beautiful woman. Allow your imagination to drift beyond the horizon. Beyond time, there is a world of dreams without limits, full of magical ideas, a world just waiting for you. But this faraway world is not so far. It is inside your heart, and all it takes to get there is a dream. The invitation is to dream the dream, embrace hope, and remember who you are. And then you will find this comfort. And that you can do in silence, of course, in solitude, loving yourself. I hope you enjoy your cards. Found them very beautiful. and thank you for watching. This is the reading for those of you in the sign of Libra with life path number 3, the number of communication. Your colors are then green from Libra with yellow from life path number 3. And this combination of colors makes you somebody who's aware of the need to act diplomatically if you want to convince others of your ideas. That's why you have the communication there as number. Your intellect and experiences make you understand that life and death are only part of the natural cycle. It gives you the need to follow your heart and go where others do not dare to go. And you get this heart that inspires you, and this is also the green color associated with the heart chakra. So I choose the decks for this reading mostly inspired by heart. And the card for you from the Oracle of the Innocent card is the card of Halloween. This is also the beginning of a new cycle. Of course, we made it now in a Halloween, but the celebration as such, if you look at the Wheel of the Year in the Celtic tradition, was the beginning of a new year, the Samhain. I'm not sure I pronounce it correctly. And it's about tradition that helps us create memories while offering the chance for us to do special things as a family. And the author of this deck was inspired by the stories from her grandmother, which saw the fairies as the seed, the special ones from the maybe shining ones, and especially this cat, the black cat, that she honored her in the same way that she was maybe afraid of her. The things to ponder about are tradition offers the chance to pass on to others the things that makes our heart sing. Tradition is a powerful way to remind one another how much you are loved. Tradition is good if it makes you feel part of something wonderful like a family. If the tradition you follow religiously offer no meaning or little joy, then create new ones that you would be proud to pass on to your family and friends. This is something I often ask myself when people say this is the tradition, and I always need to know, but why? What's the meaning? If you know the meaning, everything becomes so much interesting, and maybe you even embrace the tradition. They tend to work in a cycled fashion, and that's okay if the cycles you are following are fruitful. In the place they return you to year after year is rewarding in some way. If the cycle you are following tends to deliver you into sadness, confusion, and anger year after year, then change direction and offer yourself a new course. So that's an invitation to follow your heart when it's also about tradition. Let me see if I have here a deck, because now I have to see if I find a cat for you somewhere. And I will choose one from the spirit cats. And the card is this balance. She looks like the one from the Halloween. Meet Varo, tip to sky. She can balance perfectly with an inner precision and assurance. She leans one way and then the other, constantly adjusting and learning where her center lies. She understands the duality between work and play, togetherness and solitude, inner reflection and outdoor expression, striving and letting go, accepting and changing, freedom and discipline, reason and intuition, spiritual expansion and grounding. They go on and on. Let Varo help you to see what areas of your life are out of balance and what shifts you can make to return to a graceful equilibrium. So this is about equilibrium. That was also with the story with the tradition to follow your heart and just do what you feel it's good for you. And this Libra justice was also associated with Themis, and she was a priestess in Delphi. So I also have a card from the Delphic Oracle deck for you. And this is the card of virtue. And the myth is then when Hercules was 18 years old, he had a vision or a dream that he was at a crossroads when two beautiful women presenting themselves in front of him. One was very impressive, and she introduced herself as Luck, Fortune. She urged him to follow her and promised riches, glory, and a life of ease and pleasure. Impressed, Hercules got up to follow her full of enthusiasm. Before he could proceed, the austere voice of the other woman stopped him. She introduced herself as Virtue. She was simple and straightforward and strict, and proposed that he follow her path, which was uphill and difficult to tread. Yet by taking her way, he would have the opportunity to help others, to strengthen himself, and to demonstrate his inner strength and develop his divine nature. She also revealed the true name of Fortune. Her name was in fact Malice, and her path was indeed easy, because it easily led to self-indulgence and addiction, which in turn led to mental and bodily diseases. Hercules, remorseful for his prior impulse to follow Fortune, chose to uphill path of virtue. A very clear message how to balance when you are at the crossroad, and in the end trust your heart. You can choose freely the right way you know how to do it. And from the oracle of heart and soul, I will pick up a card for you. Which one of the two is this? An enchanted world is available to you if you want it. Just as the oak tree is hidden in its seed, the goddess is within you. Reason devoid of feeling is merely harsh judgment. So listen to your heart and move beyond the boundaries you have placed around yourself. It is time to step into your power and create a world of bliss. So if you are in the moment of a crossroad, step into your power. Know that it's all in your heart, the knowledge. And from the tarot deck, another beautiful heart deck, you got the Five of Coins, which, interesting enough, is associated with Mercury in Taurus, and Mercury is the god of communication. I thought Taurus is also a sign that is important for you. Maybe just look which planets you have there, or if you have ascendant in Taurus, or you have a connection with somebody else. And this is a card of spiritual refuge and a heaven from the physical discomfort. It can be also material trouble. So maybe this crossroad here for you at this point, and just go into the spiritual heaven. Even about tradition now, I just come back to, because I think of this communication, I just mentioned Mercury. It's about being together, being in family. Here also you see about together, look for advice in the family. And then, because I said this is the card of Mercury in Taurus, I look at a combination of Taurus and Libra. Who are they? The artsy gurus, where you will find them hosting an open mic night, and what you will remember, their combined energy is sensual and fun. So if you have maybe a partner in Taurus, this is something for you, or somebody in your family, or a friend. I just hope these cards are useful for you, and thank you for watching. This is the reading for those of you in Libra with life path number 4, number of construction, of home. And with this combination of Libra with life path number 4, you have now 2 times green. So sometimes life is getting difficult for you. You are not really a person who likes changings, and you hold on to everything that is familiar. You need to learn to take more risk and not to be pushed away because of your fears. You have control over yourself, not others. And maybe sometimes you also feel a kind of separation anxiety. But remember, you have a lot of green, a big heart. You are beautiful, powerful heart. And because green is the color of the heart, I pick up some decks about the heart. They all are made from the heart, I hope. The Oracle of the Innocent Heart. And the card that you have here It's this fairy cats, and it's about believing in magic. The thoughts to ponder is that I believe in magic, I believe in fairies, I believe in unlimited possibilities. If I can dream it, if I can visualize it, then it is possible. I manifest freely without fear of limitation. So that was the advice, not to let fear stop you. And the idea that wherever you dream it, once you see it, then you can also create it. Because these are the steps. First, we dream, then we come to action, and then we manifest what we really wanted. And because the justice, the card associated with Libra, was also connected to the Greek goddess of justice, Themis, and she used to be a priestess in Delphi. I also asked the oracle cards from Delphi for a message for you, and you get this solidarity. Show caring to all those in need. With this card, Vitia, the name of the oracle in Delphi, urge you to be mindful about the well-being of others around you in your daily life, so that you may be able to show support or solidarity when needed. Life is not to live it only for yourself. And then from Tarot, this beautiful deck with hearts, of course, I have this Ace of Swords for you, which is actually the power of air, the power of thoughts. And I think I even mentioned here with the fairy cats that you dream it, you visualize it, then you can create it. So this is what this color yellow is also associated with element of air, a lot of thought power for you if you also add some action, because most of your desires are coming from the heart. And talking about heart, I also have a Heart of Soul deck for you, and let's see a message. I am just admiring a beautiful rainbow outside. It's not actually a rainbow, it's just this amazing colors that they look like a rainbow. There was no rain. Wow. So like all those hearts here special for you. A smile fills your heart with longing. Through the magnetism of divine love, you merge with another, and love becomes an all-embracing thought. By a touch, a word, or a glance, love heals, unites, transforms, and transfigurates all things. This is your season of love, of time of positive transformation, a time of happiness. Wow, I really hope this for you. And with this kind of rainbow outside my window, I think this is a sign of divine love, love for yourself. And because it's about the fairy cats, let's see a message from a spirit cat for you as well. Such a beautiful deck. Can't have enough of the amazing colors outside. Wow. And you get a card of unconditional love. I was just saying, divine love, love. You need to have this unconditional love in order to attract the fairies. That goes very well with your heart full of love, and you had a lot of hearts here. You have already the card of love. And maybe show this unconditional love first to yourself. If you love yourself, you will feel you can also love unconditionally, how we love our fairy cats or the fairies or the magical world or even our real pets. She's a soft being of pure love. She's a nest of comfort and compassion. She loves unconditionally and embraces fully without exception. She transmutes pain and failure into blessing and wisdom. She can see your supposed imperfection, but she salutes the true spirit in you. Love yourself as Aiko does, and let that love spread outward to your friends, family, and fellow human beings. Let go of judgments and love everyone just as they are. Like this card of solidarity, show caring to all those around you as well. Wow. Just there to be in your heart and trust your heart and the magic will happen. I hope you enjoy these cards, and I'm going to make a photo and add it to the reading so you can see the beautiful colors in the sky around now, which I think they are special for you. Thank you for watching. This is the reading for those of you in Libra with life path number 5, the number of liberty. You have here a combination of green with blue, which gets the number turquoise. So you are a person who can really trust your own intuition, what your gut is telling you. You can be a natural healer. You can be very flexible. You have there chameleon. So just see how you use these qualities. They can be, of course, also a weakness in some situations. And because green was the color of the heart, I pick up a deck with the heart for you. And you got 2 cards, the Oracle of the Innocent Heart card about spiders, and then you got a card about a fox, the Mr. Toad. And the spider message is that it's teaching us to view the world through abundant eyes and to walk through life on abundant legs. And I saw it like these people who have the need to feel free. They are afraid of somehow to be caught in a spider web, to be caught in a situation. So don't, maybe that's a worry that you have. Trust that there is enough for everybody, and you can look at the world through abundant eyes and decide it that you already have what you need. I don't know why I found it so interesting that you have this chameleon who can also have patience enough to catch a spider if that's the message here. So your flexibility. And then you have Mr. Toad here, who is wise, not always share whatever he has in his mind. He's also proud and he loves his family. It's good to be proud of yourself and of your achievements, a kind of confidence, which also the spider has. Trust more yourself. And then the cards that I pick up from the tarot, that also came 2 of them, like you have the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So I see here like you can be trapped in your own thoughts. And then here a moment of relaxation, a moment of trust, like this fox here before taking a step. Let's see, maybe the card of Delphic Oracle can bring some more light. And the card that you got is this self. So you are on a spiritual journey, like I see here. This almost like the tongue of or the tail here of the chameleon, but this is get to the essence. This is the real self. You hold in your hands one of the highest percepts. This significant card contains the command of the ancient for inner awakening, for self-knowledge. Apollo, the god of light himself, gave this wise percept for the people through Plutarch, who was the priest of Delphi, and it was written above the main gate of the sacred site of Delphi, for all to see as they entered. The teacher of Plato, Socrates, said this as the basic of his teaching, urging individuals to see the truth that is hidden within themselves. Because the origin of the word truth in Greek means a state of non-obliviation. In other words, to remember that which has been forgotten, which has been covered up by the darkness of ignorance. The oracle asks you to give attention and to set about rediscovering that part of yourself. Seek, discover. Seek, like here in a way. Discover. Get to know that unknown part of you, your real self. This is the known, the self, not the personality self, but the real self. And this could also be having the intelligence of the fox and also of a spider. And look here, also going to the essence. And in some mythologies, the spider woman is the essence of this world. I see this card as an invitation to have a spiritual journey or to go further on your spiritual journey. And I will pick up a card from the Heart and Soul deck for you, going back to the heart, because there is what we need to remember. And the card for you, wow. You are a beautiful soul. Look within and you will see it. There is a pearl in your heart. Close your eyes and feel it. The most precious thing is inside you. Calm your mind, meditate, and you will feel your soul infinite spiritual realm. And this is also like an infinity. It can go on and on forever. In looking within, you will never go without. Yes, I don't think I can add anything to this beautiful messages for you. I hope you enjoy your reading and thank you for watching. This is going to be the reading for those of you in Libra with life path number 6, the number of harmony, and you have the combination of color green from the sign with indigo from your life path. And with this combination of color, you are actually shy and modest, but your strengths lie in teaching and raising small children. Overcome the tendency to withdraw when the eternal stream of people and events becomes too much for you, and excite the world with your unorthodox learning methods. So you are a very gifted teacher because you have this harmony that comes from your heart, that small children also love to be around you. The green color is associated with a heart, so I pick up cards with hearts or from decks with hearts. And from the oracle of the innocent heart, you have the card of little brown hen. This deck is for the innocent in us, the inner child. And this card in particular talks about abundance and more maybe the luck that sometimes we think we are missing something. And the thoughts to ponder are: an abundant person is one who has love, support, and laughter in their life. Love is the greatest wealth anyone can possess. To deny the abundance you have in your life, even when you are sure there is none, is to ensure a life of poverty. When you have things of value, goods and service to trade, you will never go without. Focusing on luck will only guarantee an abundance of luck. To embrace the abundance that exists in your life will ensure abundance always flows your way. Because abundance means that there is enough for everyone. And today I had a talk with somebody about the need of people to be right. And that is also from a feeling that in order for me to be right, somebody needs to be wrong. But then it's also so easy if we all listen to each other. The fact that we are all equal, it is also a sign of abundance, like the flowers. They are not envious with each other. We have an abundance. Every flower is beautiful in her own way. They don't try to impose that I am more beautiful than another. Card of abundance, maybe you need to look into it because you have also from tarot, this tarot with of pure heart, you have the card of magician. So you are a magician. You can create what I see here, like a kind of a ball of energy. You can create it, you can give it to others. That's with your harmony number, because that's a big difference between what we want and what we need. And I will also pick up a card from the Heart and Soul deck for you to continue with the heart decks. And this beautiful card came out for another reading as well. You are a beautiful soul. Look within and you will see it. There is a pearl in your heart. Close your eyes and feel it. The most precious thing is inside you. Calm your mind, meditate, and you will feel your soul infinite spiritual realm. In looking within, you will never go without. Yeah, so that's the abundance. that you maybe need to see. And you remember one of the thoughts from this card was that if you have things to share with others, you will always have enough in your heart. There is everything you need to share also with others. And because the card of Libra is most of the time associated also with justice, the Greek goddess of justice, Themis, who was also a priestess in oracle in Delphi. I pick up a card from the oracle Delphic, and you got a card of marriage, which is a card of new beginnings, important moments in your life, major events in your life. Be ready and open for wonderful changes. Changes usually frighten us if we are inflexible and we cling to all ideas, prejudice, and ways of being. Know that you are getting into a very important phase in your life, which will require all of yourself. It will require determination, clarity, and commitment. It could be a marriage or some other partnership, such as starting a partnership in a new business or expanding it, a new acquaintance, or the next step in a relationship. So this is also about respecting each other. I just said about there is enough for all of us. We are all love. We don't really have to fall in love because we are love. And what we can do is share love. And because we had about this important moment in your life, I will also pick up a card for you from the Akashic records. Somehow, you being a magician, and maybe now you have the feeling of luck, so you can look inside and find the love in your heart. And then from the Akashic records, you get these beautiful flowers. One blood, all life is interconnected. We are formed from molecules, the building blocks of all life. Therefore, we share a common bond with all that is. Are you experiencing discord in your life? Do you find yourself consistently at odds with someone or something? Center your focus on the disharmony. Wow. And you are harmony. Trace it back to the root. Look beyond the obvious conflict to find a commonality, small thought it may be. Water the seed of oneness. Tend to it as you would the most delicate plant in your garden. Wow. So what to do when you feel there is some disharmony in your life? Because for you, harmony is so important. And then you can shine and you can give your energy to the world around you. I hope these cards are useful for you, and thank you for watching. This is the reading for those of you with the sign of Libra and life path number 7. It happens now that both cards are number 7. This is a card of spirituality. And you get the green color for the sign and the violet color for the life path. So I choose this beautiful card from the Oracle of the Innocent Heart with some violet here for a message for you. But first, the combination of the two colors. You are overflowing with ideas and initiative, but your fear often steers you towards a respectable and material life. But with violet as the color of destiny, you know it's time to express your belief and fight for them. Deep down, you know that true security has little to do with restricted workplaces. I think this is very appropriate. You have the keys to your own happiness. This girl here has all kind of memories about her mother and grandmother. Also this oak, they are like seeds. So then it's growing, something like a big oak tree. Then it's solid. And of course, love is one of the main key. And thoughts to ponder with this card. Everyone has a set of keys, precious keys that offer access to various areas of their essence and being. Everyone has a spiritual gift, a key that is unique to them and offer clear access to the realm of spirit, be it mediumship, ability to read oracle cards, of powerful intuition. Everyone has a key that is designed to trigger different emotions. A key designed specially to trigger anger, frustration, tears, regret, shame, happiness, and joy, among others. Everyone has a key that offers safe passage to their past and their sacred memories, be they happy or sad. A key that acts like an anchor to a time past that others stirs up positive or negative emotions. Take time to ponder these points, because the moment you discover your personal set of keys, a floodgate of self-awareness, healing opportunity, and understanding will open your way, bringing it with knowledge and power. Wow. I actually believe that if we look at astrology or numerology or so many other type of divinations, we can get what I call the spiritual clues, so spiritual keys to understanding who we really are. That's why I have my Kali profile. I can make it for you if you think you are interested. I call it knowing, accepting, and loving yourself. And it's actually knowing the true self, not the personality self, but find the clues to discover who you really are, what are your gifts, where you were born with, and of course what you did with them and how you help them grow and become who you are. You are on this spiritual path. And then from the Delphic oracle cards, you have the card of Temperance, the goddess of justice. Themis was also a priestess in Delphi. That's why I thought this deck is appropriate. And even the color, I have the feeling they are now matching very nice. Be temperate in your delights with others. Exercise prudence or wisdom and think twice before embittering your partner, your child, your parent, or your fellow man with your words. Restrain your tongue. Exercise temperance in all aspects of life, even in pleasure. The oracle advice: be modest as to pleasure. It is easy to lose the essence of attraction and lose moderation and balance. Anger too can easily overtake one if no control. Control anger. This card tells you that if your objective is to cultivate virtue, then you must exercise moderation and temperance in all things, for with your action you become the creator of your destiny. Indeed, and even your card, the tarot card from the heart deck, it's the card of lovers, this duality, partnership, maybe even you with your higher self. Once you have using the keys to unlock who you truly are. And I will also pick up a card from Heart and Souls deck for you, the Oracle for Love, Life and Transformation. Look what a beautiful card. Sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment, but it soon will. All is about to change. A blessing is on its way, and many more will follow. Soon you will feel as thought it raining rose petals from heaven. Wow. I really wish this for you, and I hope these cards are bringing you useful messages. Thank you for watching. This is the reading for those of you in Libra with life path number 8, the number of power. And the combination of color for you, it's green with magenta. And I found this beautiful card from the Oracle of the Innocent Heart with some magenta color. And it just happened that it's another 8, 26, the Tooth Fairy. So with this combination of color, first of all, the green and magenta, you have a strong connection with your spiritual well-being. You believe in the profound mystical unity of everything, and your interest extends to more than just the physical and reaches out to the entire cosmos. Others may find your ideas ridiculous, but inside you, you know that you are a true seer. You keep the cosmos between your hands. If you have the light inside you, and you do have it, and you are also aware of it. And this beautiful tooth fairy here has some thoughts for you. True wealth has nothing to do with how much money we have in the bank. True wealth can only be counted in the love we surround ourselves with and the types of people we choose to share our life with. Only when you realize where true wealth springs come from can money and financial abundance flow freely into your life. I was given sage advice once by a very abundant man. The secret to having money is keeping it, but if you can't afford to take calculated risks with it at times, then you don't deserve to have it at all. He also taught me through his daughter, who is a good friend of mine. Remember, it's never about the money. Money are also a way of energy. And good investment doesn't have to offer financial return. A good investment does not have to reap any financial return at all. Sometimes the only return we need is the look of happiness on someone's face. Sometimes the only return we need is to know we've done something good with our money. To invest in something good rewards our heart, and that is more rewarding than anything money can buy. And because Libra is associated with justice, and the Greek god of justice, Themis, was also a priester in Delphi, I pick up a card from the Delphic oracle, and the card for you is the card of abundance. So definitely there is something important for you, how you define abundance and what that really means for you. And the message here is acquire wealth justly. The ancients are telling you that you have no reason to worry regarding your needs. You are urged to be happy with what you have. In other words, focus on what you rather have than what you lack. Manifest and enjoy what you get. And to be honest, I also try to focus on the knowingness that I have what I need. Maybe there are things that I want, and sometimes I feel the lack because I don't have them. But then coming back to the thoughts that I have what I need, it makes me feel grateful for the abundance in my life. Abundance is not just ample material goods or money, but also a sense of satisfaction for those things which are already provided to you daily. A delicious meal with your close friend, a hot bath after a long day, a kiss from your child, a walk in the countryside with your dog, watching a new leaf unfurling in spring, welcoming the morning sun, your cozy sofa, the hot water in your tub, the clear water of the sea on your holidays, your heartbeat, your breath. This appreciation, this attitude of gratitude brings in more things to be grateful for. Accept and enjoy what you have, and consciously change your focus from the pursuit of excessive external prosperity, which, when you out of balance, result in a chase for newer, better, bigger, even more things. Instead, access the internal sense of completeness. This precept advises wisely to keep the correct distance from greedy riches, which often corrode the soul and undermine spiritual values. So create distance from wealth. Obtain wealth through work is true abundance which lasts. Yes, and I think it's not by mistakes, of course, that the card from the tarot that you got is this card of the Fool. Like he just follows his heart, make this jump of trust. Like I suppose you also have to do with this combination of color, the magenta color that helps you see inside the power, inside the worlds that other maybe cannot see. Find your abundance there. And I will also pick up another card from the Heart and Soul deck, because this is all about the heart and power in your heart. And you even got two cards, this beautiful star here. All is possible when your heartfelt vision is in alignment with your values. Believe in your dream, love it, breathe it, and let it fill your thoughts but you must take action also. Work towards it a little each day until it becomes your primary action. Dreams are first dreamed, but then they must be built. You will succeed if you work at it. And the other card, wow, the third eye and this arc. It is not a matter of containing your emotion, rather the opposite is required. You must express your emotion in order to heal them. Say what you feel, be gentle, be truthful, and do not blame anyone in the process, especially yourself. All emotion can be transformed by love. A conscious desire to do so is all it takes. It's okay to feel the way you do. Wow, I find this such a powerful card, and with magenta color. And because of these beautiful symbols here, I had to look for a card from the Keepers of the Light deck. And then you have Horus and the Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous change are occurring. And then with this arc symbol here, Kutumi, Clock of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Yes, and this is how we started our reading, that you can trust what you know because your knowingness comes from deep. And the more you remember, the more maybe some will think you of a fool, but you follow your star. Well, I really enjoy your cards. I hope you like them too, and thank you for watching. This is the reading for those of you in Libra with life path number 9, the number of altruism, and you have a combination of green from the sign with gold from the life path. And this combination indicates that you are always working on the practical side of things and that you can empathize with others. With the right motivation, you can move mountains, but sometimes you are slowed down by deep fears. Overcome those fears, then you can spend all your time on new experiences. And this card, the golden card here, I pick it up from the Delphic Oracle cards. This deck is also associated with the goddess of justice, Themis, who was a priestess there. And this frugality, meaning, with this card, the ancient sages highlight the need of dismissing the superfluous and stands the way of one's thinking, acting, and expressing. Be concise in your words. Clarity and substance in your words and lifestyle add validity to your personality. In today's consumer and throwaway society, it would be good for the planet if we could show some restraint and practice a little frugality. And we have to think of the planet, and you do that with this life path number. Keep the planet in our thoughts. And because this green color is associated with the heart, I pick up the deck called the Oracle of the Innocent Heart for this reading. And your card, it's this wishing well. When you ask a good question from your heart, a question that is neither greedy nor ever humble, the spirits hear your yearning and invariably make your wish come true. So I find it beautiful after this introduction and the combination of the colors and thoughts to ponder. When we create sacred space through prayer and connection, the forces of nature respond in kind. To make the law of attraction work for us, all we need to do is believe that what we yearn for has already happened. When we open our hearts to the power of prayer, the universe becomes a much smaller place. Everything what's thought out there suddenly reveals itself to be at arm's reach. When we show gratitude for what we already have, that which we want becomes available. When we allow ourselves to truly feel sorrow for what we have lost, the pain of losing tends to make the loss easier to bear. I will also say now, pay attention to what you wish for because it's coming true, and be grateful for what you already have, because the oracle card that came for you, it's the tarot card, sorry, it's the Eight of Swords. And we see here a person who is paralyzed by possibility. There are so many possibilities, so many options. The card is actually associated with Jupiter in Gemini. And we know Gemini, they like to have a lot of projects. It's like you can't see the forest for the trees. You are in a kind of mental prison. It's the wheel of fortune from Jupiter, like the wishing wheel. So many wishes, so many things you want to have. And then you also have this frugality, but also the altruism. It's not at all you want to have, it's only for yourself. It's also to help others. This is the energy of this card, that in a way you feel alone. And one of the message was about procrastination. Trust maybe that your wishes are for the good of all, because the altruism is also important for you, and then those wishes will become reality. And I think now that we need to end with this heart and soul card. Even for you it feels more like a heart and mind. Wow, we had about Jupiter in Gemini. This looks like a partnership of hearts. As the season of life turn, remember your life and all your experiences are driven by the invisible wells, again, of love. Life is an eternal ocean, and death and rebirth are the rising and falling of the same wave. Attached to every ending is a new beginning. Should I leave it here? And I said that this is for you more about heart and mind, so I will also take a card from the Universal Wisdom Oracle deck. Have the wisdom to wish for what is good for you and for all around you. And you got this card of meditation. It's like the same colors as here. Let's see the message. And on the back of the deck you have golden card. Cannot be the golden memories. The memories that you are making maybe through the process. Just have to leave them here as well. In prayer we speak and God listens. In meditation God answers. The meditation card has appeared in your reading today to help you to feel life from a spiritual perspective. Sit quietly and empty your mind of all thoughts and concerns. Relax your body and bring your awareness to your breath. Gently observe and follow the breath. As you breathe in, feel yourself detached from the external world of your thoughts. Allow your awareness to move to a world of light that exists within you. The golden memories. Be fully aware of your body and fully present within each moment. As you breathe out, release any tension you hold and feel yourself relax as you become one with the universal spirit of creation. There is no separation. The life force that breathes through you breathes through all of creation. You have your own way of meditate. That's for some are just walking in the forest or working in a garden. It doesn't matter, but I see this card so beautiful. Combination with the golden sun there. Maybe I have to look for that card as well now. I think the main message here, trust for all is exactly as it should be. With our worries and concerns about the future of our planet, with your altruist heart, and everything happens with a purpose. Visualize peace and love in your meditation and your prayers. You must have faith even in times when it makes no sense. Everything that happens, maybe the endings. Trust that is a new beginning, which is not easy, especially when you are caught like this in your own thoughts. But you have the wishing wheel here, and I truly believe if we all wish for peace and harmony and love, we can bring on our life and on our planet. I hope these cards are useful for you, and thank you for watching.